Hi guys, it's Erin from Ginger Florals. Today I'm going to do my first real harvest of tulips. Check these guys out. Some of these, like these, are a bit far gone, but I'm still going to cut them or pull them and get them into some water in the cooler, and I'll use them over the next couple days. It's been beautiful and sunny, can you see, for the last couple days, and it should be for the next several. So this is the perfect time to start pulling tulips as they color up. So I want to show you what stages I pull them at and why, and how I store them, whether I'm using them right away or keeping them for a little bit in the cooler. So let me turn the camera around and show you. So these three, and then there's one more variety down there that I'll show you, that are the ones that I want to get out of the ground for the most part. This one is called Apricot Pride. It's this one right here is blown wide open, but there's a bunch more like this right here where you can barely see the color, like this, but it's not open. That's the stage that I want to harvest it. It will last the longest. It'll take the longest to color up, and it can dry store for a good week or so in the cooler without any negative effect. This variety is called Flaming Prince. This is all blown, so I'll probably just pull them all. I'll store them and use them for Easter or something. And then this one is called Verona. This is a double yellow. It's so beautiful. It looks like a peony now, and when it opens up it just gets bigger and fluffier. It's just gorgeous. And there's quite a few of them that are too close to open up, but these guys that are just barely open, and this one, those are perfect. So I'm going to pull those all. And then let's go look at the last variety. There's one or two of these dreamers that are ready, but the majority of them are not. You can see all the others. And then this one is called Big Apricot. This is a huge, gorgeous flower. This is the right stage to harvest them. Just enough so that you can see color, but not so that it's fully blown out. A lot of professional growers will harvest several times a day to get them just at the right stage. Unless it's a weekend, don't have that luxury, so I'm gonna pull everything that I can this morning. I have an appointment here in a little bit, and then I'll come back, pull everything else that isn't done yet, and then we'll see what it all looks like together in the cooler. Okay, so let me pull this one. So you can see I pull all the way through the bulb. The reason that I do that, there's a couple reasons. One is in this zone 8B, it doesn't generally stay cold enough long enough for them to come back reliably. And we also have vole pressure and a lot of rain in the winter that can rot them out. The other reason, probably the biggest reason, that most florists or farmers grow them as annuals is stem length. If I don't pull the entire bulb, you see this is probably, I don't know, 12, 15 inches if I cut it off right at the bulb, which is what we do. But if I was going to leave it in place and try to get another year out of it, I would have to leave at least 2 leaves so that it has the leaves to absorb the sun and regrow the bulb. And that would mean I would cut it right here. And this is a 6-inch flower. That's not going to cut it. But this is a decent length. So that's just the gist of why most flower farmers will grow bulbs, tulip bulbs specifically, as annuals and pull them every single year. So this is the first one. I do have, here, I'll show you. I do have some buckets in a trolley. It's gonna be, the tulips that I pull that have the ends cut, if they break off and the bulb doesn't come up, these will go into a bucket of water. All the other ones, when the bulb comes with it, especially the ones that are closed up like this, they'll go into a dry bucket, and I'll show you how I wrap them so that they stay upright here in a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna start harvesting. Okay, now that we've got our buckets of flowers, I'm just going to show you quickly how I wrap them so that they stand upright. As you can see, some of these guys are trying to flop over. They will, if you let them sit like that for too long, they'll stay that way. And although it's pretty nice to have that kind of movement in like an arranged bouquet, but what I use them for mainly is for market bouquets, and I want straight stems to do that. So I'm just going to take a handful. You can see how tall some of these are, but with the bulb attached, I will lay them on this parchment paper. You can use newspaper, whatever you've got. I think this whole bucket will fit in one. Just lay them all down, and then I'll wrap them up. You kind of want to wrap them like a burrito so they stay put. And the paper is not going to sit in water for the most part, so it should be good. And just like that, you have a bundle of tulips. They just go back into the bucket and stand upright in the cooler. So I'm going to do a couple more of those with the rest of these that need it. These will all get cleaned before going into bouquets later. But right now, I can just do a big bunch of them, and I can write on the parchments when they were harvested, so I know not to leave them in the cooler too long. That's important. These are the Veronas. Like that. also, if you have bulb crates from when you ordered your bulbs, a lot of people will stand them up inside of the bulb crate and just tack them or slide a stick or something in front of the bulbs so they don't fall out and stand them upright. It gets the same idea as doing this. The whole intent is to make sure that they're upright so they don't bend and stay that way. This one might be too much. Or not. And that great big bundle right in there. Okay, and then I do have one more bucket, but they're all the cut ones, like this, that don't have the bulbs. They didn't come up with it. I'm just gonna leave those in the bucket of water. And that's that. Now, in a couple weeks when I go to pull them out of the cooler, they're gonna look pretty terrible, floppy, just pretty sad. But the amazing thing about tulips is that all they need is some time to hydrate, and they'll be good. I can put them in a bucket of water, trim up the ends, clean them up, put them in some water, and wrap them back just like they are now, and give them a few hours, and they will stand up perfectly straight and hold their, just like they were fresh cut, like nobody else. The only other flower that is similar that I'm aware of anyways is peonies. They can be stored dried in a cooler for, shoot, up to a month if given the right conditions. Almost freezing, perfectly dry. Yeah, peonies will last forever, but tulips are fantastic for this. So that's all. So that's it for today, guys. I just wanted to show you my process for that. We'll be doing a lot of that over the next few weeks as all these tulips bloom, and then I'll show you, we have 2 weeks until the first farmers market, so I will show you how I make bouquets, what my ingredients are, and how I put that together. And I can't wait to share that with all of you guys. Okay guys, that's it for today. I just wanted to show you that whole process. I hope that you guys enjoyed this. I hope you maybe learned something. If you did, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks guys.